We wanted to record. Neither one of us are in our coolest of neatness. We are both hot messes right now.
We kind of are. We're the hot mess express.
So
a dumpster fire with a crochet hook. That's how I like to describe myself right now.
Okay. I don't identify as that. So some of you know we made temperature blankets.
My pronouns are dumpster and fire.
My pronouns are just dumb.
Temperature scarves.
Temperature scarves.
Because if it was a blanket,
what?
It would be huge.
If it was a blanket, it wouldn't be done because I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have either.
So we just thought we would.
So we are.
I just realized I can't talk.
Stitch at the same time. We've been sitting here conversating about life.
Dude, some deep stuff, man.
Our parents. So we're going through stuff with our aging parents, which is not fun.
So if you have parents who aren't aging, just appreciate that.
Because it is a lot.
What did I say we were going to record?
I'm always telling Mo how proud I am of her for learning to crochet later in life. Can I say that?
No.
And she's complaining that I'm crocheting faster than she is, but I reminded her that I've been doing this for 45 years.
Okay, that's great. Anyway, so we're doing a crab stitch around. Apparently I'm making a scalloped edge.
It is a little scalloped.
Keeping with the crab theme.
It's too late to turn back now. I've rounded the corner. I am going backwards now.
Speaking of rounding the corner, I have had this cold. Turns out I have a virus, and it's contagious.
Maybe if you stop smoking.
Yeah.
I was joking the other day that she could be a 1-900 operator.
Do they still have those?
I don't know.
I'm gonna check on Pornhub.
Please don't.
Can I borrow your phone?
Stop using my phone. It is now a little easier to crochet now that the Frenchie in your lap has fallen asleep.
Good Lord.
Oh, I'm hitting another white line. White lines are the separate. Are you mocking me?
I am, because some of us are still on March, and you're making a second lap.
You're further than that.
So what started out as the reason I'm happy that we did the crochet, what is this? The temperature scarf.
Temperature scarf.
I historically have not been a good finisher of things, and that's one thing I struggle with my whole life. And I was telling Katie earlier, I was convinced that I would make it to 19 years. 20 years is the age of retire, or the number of years of service to retire in the military. And I was convinced I was going to do 19 years, and something was going to happen to.
You made it past that.
I made it past it. So.
What was it? Was it 26 years?
No, it was Jenny. I ended up doing 25 and a half, but the 4 years at the academy don't count. So I say I was in uniform for nearly 30 years.
Yes.
So about.
Flew all over the world.
Yeah. So a lot of airports, but see,
What's the matter?
So yarning was supposed to be calming.
You're doing great.
Well, I'm not very calm.
So edging is not an exact science, though, because
that's the problem.
Because you're you need to trim some of your little fuzzies. Well, I made a pile. I'll show you a picture. I made a pile of all the fuzzies I trimmed off my scarf when I was done. I took a picture of it because I thought it was very.
I tried to do it while I was doing it.
It was very poignant. Those are all my little fuzzies. My fuzzies.
Are you smoking a cigar? What is that?
No, that's my needle case.
Huh?
Why did I have my needle? Oh, because I was stitching in loose ends. I had one really weird long tail that I didn't trim, so I had to stitch that in.
The thing I don't like about this is that it's not an exact science.
No.
Although my scarf is also not an exact science. Uh-oh.
Nope. Potential spam.
It could be
which
me.
Could very well be you.
So anyway.
Some of our work Fridays are a little more intense. There's a lot of butcher paper and whiteboards, and often there is singing, which I enjoy, which we might still do today.
And games.
And we do have a call today. We often do calls on Fridays, but this is probably one of our more chill work days, and I
because
love
life.
It. Yeah, because life is lifing.
Life is lifing right
pretty
now.
hard right now, and I actually really love just the presence. One of the reasons Mo is my best friend is because we do nothing together very well, and we do everything together very well.
That's a hard thing to find, is somebody who can do nothing.
And
well.
Nothing well.
Nothing, comma, well.
But we always say that we people well and we unpeople well together, but the conversation's easy and it's still funny, and I appreciate very much that Mo and I are similar but to a different intensity off stage as we are on stage or on camera.
I think that's something a lot of people ask us. They're like, I know Jenny gets asked a lot. She goes, "Is this how she is?" She's like, "Yeah." Sorry, Jen.
I love when we're doing an event and people are like, "Are you really best friends?" We're like,
no,
we actually really hate each other.
Like, I want to spend all my time on the road with somebody I hate.
But yeah, great.
Do you think Steve Martin and Martin Short knit together or yarn together?
Probably. They might.
I know Steve's probably playing the banjo. It's hard to yarn when you're.
I wish I could play banjo.
Play the ukulele. You haven't played the ukulele in a while.
No, I haven't. I need to. I feel like 2026 has started off kind of crazy. So I feel like
now that we're halfway into the first month of the year.
So I feel like we've all been like tiptoeing in. Like,
are you done?
No, I'm not done. I'm at December, October.
Okay, I didn't ask where you were.
December,
no,
November.
it's not.
I'm almost backwards to October. Josh's birthday is right around here. My son got married right around here.
That would be cool to do, like a life scarf. What would you call it?
Oh, that's cool. Like a timeline for each year. That could be a blanket. So the reason this works as a scarf, because it is 365 rows.
Give or take.
And as a blanket,
we have a couple of extra. Who knows? Who knows?
We tried to track it best we could. And even the other day, I was like, what's the temperature today? And I'm like, oh, doesn't matter. I don't have to write it down anymore. Mo was very patient with me. I had to backlog a lot of...
Yeah, but you did it. All I got to say is, listen, this is when I first started it. This is January of 2025. And here's December of 2025.
So apparently the days got shorter.
So I guess it's okay that my crab stitch is wonky and irregular and
we haven't
scalloped.
Even talked about, so Mo and I, so when Mo and I first started quartetting together, I'm going to go way back.
I'm a little curious where this is
She
going
would
to
always
go.
swing her arm when she would sing, so I say she has monkey arms. So Mo has monkey arms. So I call her a monkey a lot. I associate monkey things with Mo a lot.
Where is this going?
It's going somewhere. Hold on.
Well, I know, I'd like to know
I
where.
like unicorns. So when Mo and I were tracking the temperatures, we shared a note. We have a lot of shared notes. That's how we get a lot of work done, actually. And we would track where we were. So at the note would have the date, the high temperature, the low temperature, and then the average temperature. And then after that would be the color. So there was a key at the bottom. A lot of times I was using 2 devices when I would be updating, because there was a calculator involved too. So whenever Mo finished a row, so our markers were, she had a little monkey emoji and I had a unicorn emoji. And so then there was also like either encouraging talk or smack talk in the note as well.
I tried to be as encouraging as possible.
Once she finished her scarf before mine, because I lost one of my colors, that was the whole thing. She goes in and types by my unicorn, giddy up. Meanwhile, I type encouraging things like,
what would you call...
Go monkey, yay! And she's like, giddy up.
That was encouraging. What would you call... if a cowboy rides a horse, what would you call a person who rides a unicorn?
Well, they're not a horse boy, they're a cowboy, so... I don't know.
Cow is to horse as...
Unicorn
blank is to
narwhal.
Unicorn. A narwhal boy?
That's just weird. That's too gender specific. It's a narwhal person.
Oh, God.
Are you a cow person? So yeah, that's how we tracked. We had a shared note and we had our little markers of the monkey and the unicorn, and they went 365 rows. Proud of us for finishing this. And then we got toward the end and I realized I lost one of my skeins of yarn. So I had to borrow most.
I had to give up mine. Well, you bought all the yarn for this stuff,
I
so
did.
technically it's
Not
your
a
yarn.
project.
But then we had leftover yarn, and I was like, okay, so what are we gonna, I asked if you wanted it back.
No, it's
And,
yours.
okay, and then, so I started a corner-to-corner blanket.
She did.
However, the pattern, I went through a lot of patterns and a lot of YouTube videos, which normally I watch YouTube videos at 2 times speed. These I watched at 0.5, and it was painful. But I watched it at 0.5, and I finally found one that I could follow her instructions, and the way she explained things was great. So I followed her pattern, and then she goes, okay, and then, I just did whatever she did. We do this, back, and she goes, okay, and then we're done. And I'm like, I made a square. Didn't realize I was following a corner-to-corner square pattern, not a blanket pattern.
But it's the same pattern.
I know, but, so now I have, 30 squares of this
and you
different.
blocked them.
I did. I got a blocker thingy.
So official. I don't even have a block.
You can borrow mine, or you can look at it.
You can look at it.
Well, it's interesting. It always fascinates me, these different subcultures. Like we used to talk about sweet Adelines all the time, and barbershop in general is a different kind of music. First of all, it's music without instruments, so that makes it a little bit different. And it's also arranged differently, so the chords are different. But then there are these, so within barbershop, that's its own cult because it's got its own jargon and stuff. And then even within barbershop, there's a men's only mixed, and then there's a women's only, and there's different women's only organizations.
Sorry.
The hell was that?
Stuck.
But it's all these these subcultures with their verbiage and their terminology and their shorthand,
Celebrity and their
and now same thing with this. Like there's verbiage and there's
Sorry, keep going. I just keep getting stuck on this one stitch.
one. I've got stuck on every stitch. But it's interesting that with any passion. It was interesting yesterday. I was in Walmart, and this guy, I must have a thing that says I work here, no matter where here is. He goes,
Because when I think Walmart employee,
I did have a blue vest on, to be fair. And he goes, do you work here? I'm like, no. He goes, and then like an idiot, I go, well, what are you looking for?
No,
He
but
said-
let me help you.
He said Pokemon, and there was a
Oh.
Pokemon squishy up, and I said, he goes, no, I'm looking for the cards. When
I
they
could
started,
have helped you with it.
well, then there was a Pokemon card thing. What was interesting on the news that night, there was a place that got robbed, and they stole $100,000 worth of Pokemon Pokeperson cards. Pokeperson sounds like a pedophile.
Pokey there.
Yeah.
Pokey person.
Anyway,
Well, the Mon stands for monster. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this Frenchie sludge on my leg.
yeah, we both got
We got
slimed.
slimed today. Get slimed every day.
I
Anyway, where are you going with that? Pokemon, crochet, sweet Adelines.
oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Got there. Who knew it'd be the sweet Adelaide that brought me back to Pokemon? Poke people, pedophiles. No. Like people, because then the guy was like, he was looking for Pokemon cards, and I pointed where there were Pokemon cards. He goes, no, those aren't the ones. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm out.
No,
I don't even work
you
here,
fool.
so I'm gonna go clock out. But it was interesting because even
I'm
that.
going on break now.
Yeah,
I'll be in the back.
smoking. But even that has its own
Oh yeah.
terminology and things and
Cons and costumes.
yeah, I mean, I think it's fascinating. And even Alan and Kimberly were talking about Comic-Con and how there was the single ball jointed doll collectors, and it's more than one. I don't know, I just think it's fascinating. I love that people can have this thing and they can find their people and they can talk their shorthand and their jargon. I just think that's really, really cool, because I think at the end of the day, what it comes down to is this feeling of belonging, that somebody understands me, literally understands me, right? Like I think that's a lot of times when you go to another country and you hear somebody speaking English, you guys may be on opposite sides of the political spectrum, but because you guys speak a common language, you have a connection, and immediately it's like, hey, where are you from? Brooklyn, whatever that accent sounds like. I would try to do an accent.
Your strong suit.
When I do actions, I act actions.
Do you have scissors? Don't get up. No?
Yeah, in that pouch.
Okay. Yeah, my trim. I just found it.
So anyway, I just think it's neat when people have this connection to something, a jargon, what in the fresh hell?
What?
Is it gonna straighten out?
Yeah, when you do the other side, it'll straighten out.
Yeah, there you
But
go.
it'll make it look like a...
I want it to look very firm and...
It's not going to. But look, see how when it's on both sides? Doesn't that look nice?
Are you just saying that because I don't have both sides done? That was a really passive-aggressive way to say, look at how far ahead I am. How many, all the different ways you could have said that?
You were ahead of me on this temperature scarf all but like one time. There was one time I passed you. Other than that, you were ahead. And again, I'm proud of you because you are a new crochet. You've only been doing this for a little over a year.
So at this point, right here, I've been crocheting for a year, sometime in Thanksgiving.
Oh, cool. And I have been doing this for a very long time.
Want to hear how old Katie is? Can you drop that bag, that bag? Oh, there, that's how old she is. Yeah, I don't really need that. I just needed I needed you to hear the sound of that.
You're older than I am.
I'm not the one who fell for getting up.
This is not what I sounded like.
It will be when I edit this.
Scissors. Oh my gosh. You're going to put that part in slow motion. I'm going to drop my little scrap in your bag for that. I wasn't going to say it.
Hi.
Hi, Rose.
Yeah, did Mama Katie wake you up with her 53-year-old noise? I know. Preach. Okay. All right, we got to get ready for our call. Thank you for sitting with us and yarning and letting us yarn poetic. That's what this is.
I need to heat my coffee up again. I love this though. I love today. I love doing this.
Today is what it needs to be.
Yes.
I don't know who farted.
It was not me.
But it stinks. Oh my God.
Was it Rosie?
Do you think they'll ever come up with like like you can go around and like a fart detector?
I was reading something on Instagram, and apparently this surgeon had a bunch of interns in the operating room, and he was like, "Who farted?" And all the interns were quiet. And he's like, "Look, y'all need to tell me, because if none of you farted, that means I just perforated the bowel." And one of them was like, It was me.
I'm gonna go with perforated bowel. That seems less embarrassing.
Would you allow a perforated bowel over the embarrassment of farting in the operating room?
I mean, you gotta commit.
That is
You gotta commit.
the question.
Yeah, but like
what?
Yeah, like if you need to hear something, you can get a recorder or something.
Yeah.
If you need a dowsing rod, you can find water. You ever think it'd be like a bing, bing, bing?
Fart detector?
Yeah, like
I'm sure Sharper Image sells one.
Yeah.
It's right next
the
to the
gaydar.
That's another reason I enjoy this, because Mo and I say the same things at the same time. Oh, we used my little yarn winder thing today. That was fun.
We made a clown cake.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
so we
fun.
took this and we it was fun, and we clamped it. We could have done is hooked like a power drill on, like gotten an attachment and done it really fast.
Do they make are there like knitting yarning clubs that like the two hookers? I mean, some of these, because these are hooks, right?
Yeah, like happy hookers, yeah.
No, it's already been done. Never mind.
Done.
Not
It's too
interested.
easy. It's low hanging fruit.
Yeah. Slow hanging hookers. Do your hookers hang low? Do they wobble to him? Oh man.
What, did you mess up? That's what you get for letting your hookers hang low.
Yeah. Hooker. Hard to pay her. All right. We're gonna go get ready for a call, which means I need to do something with all the dry, flaky skin on my.
Winter. It's so cold today.
It was
We're
cold.
supposed to get snow tomorrow. Get so excited because I love snow.
It's gonna be like what, a half an inch?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Saturday. They were saying it was going to be last night to today, and then they moved it back to tomorrow into Sunday.
But this fuzzy one, I don't know how.
My watch just told me it's time to stand up, but I just stood up, as evidenced by the.
Oh, we all heard it. We all heard you stand up.
Walked right into that.
No, you stood up right into that. It's excellent.
Too easy.
It's too easy.
I feel like a fool.
No, you're fine.
An old fool.
We call those a jester. It was a nice jester. All right, we're gonna get ready for a call.
We're
And
gonna keep yarning, gonna finish our scarves, and the next time we're seen in public, we might be wearing them.
yeah.
I'm so excited.
Can I get a tag that says like Hecho by Mo or something?
You can get tags that. My dad has he does a lot of woodworking, and he has a branding thing that has his name.
Has the one on your ass healed? That'd be a terrible cult thing. Branded by
You get all of the benefits of the cult, but the bad news is
You get a brand.
this one I ran into a real thick. Like, see how that yarn got thick right there? That's fine. It's kind of like perfect in its imperfection, much like all of us. Gonna make this about life.
I think anything, I love metaphors and analogies, which I call metaphorologies because I don't know the difference. But there is something about all of that. All right, for the 19th time, we need to get ready for our call. I just can't stop.
I know.
Is it possible to have, is having a yarn addiction any different than having a gambling addiction? Because I can quit anytime.
Well, it's probably like, you get the
Science-y.
chemical boost and stuff, The one thing I will say, the one thing I did not like about the temperature scarf is that you had to change, a lot of times had to change yarn so much.
It's too much. It's too much.
And it's such a short pattern because it's only
We should have lived in the Truman Show. It would just been blue. I'm gonna make the Truman Show temperature scarf.
That's funny. But it had to, it's a short pattern, so you're only doing like 14 moss stitches across, or 20, depending on which part of the scarf you're on. And then you have to switch, so it's not like, I really like once you kind of get going and you just keep on.
Yeah.
My own hair. There's a fair amount of my own hair in anything I make.
I remember somebody saying that they were making blankets for like hypothermia shelters, and they said, however, I yarn and I have dogs, so there's a good chance there's dog and cat first, like from an allergy perspective.
We were standing outside with the dogs today, and you were wearing a helmet. I made you probably, oh my gosh,
several years ago.
Yeah, and I think I saw a piece of my hair in it that was not current. Like, it's been there probably always.
Listen, we found a lot of hair.
I know.
Your hair in our vacuum.
It's in my vacuum. I actually had to buy a tool to cut hair off of the vacuum rolls to clean my
they're
vacuum.
called scissors.
No, they
make a specific tool?
They do.
Yeah, they're called scissors.
No, it's different. Because the scissor blades are too big. But I always have. And I get hair tumbleweeds in my studio. So all the hair that's on the floor gathers up and joins a gang. And
it's violent. All right, we do have to go get ready for a call.
See, look at
my timer's
this
going
weird,
off in 27 seconds.
This weird, like,
pic.
Yeah. Add character.
No, my character. All right, this has been
Fridays with Mo and Katie.
Yeah, and farty Frenchies.
Sometimes we have the fireplace on, but we don't.
All right, can you get up and?
No. I will get up silently if I get up.
But deadly.